Hello student, how are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine. So today I am going to take another topic which is various forms of business ownership. What is the right form of ownership? This there really is not one right form of ownership. The correct form depend on the types of company, the goals of the owner, the plan of what the company may become. Factors such as tax considerations, liability exposure, capital requirements, and structure and ownership control all plays a role in is determining which form is correct for a business. So, how did you select which form of ownership is suitable for your business? After determining and after analyzing all the factors which are required to start a business, after that you have to find the right kind of ownership. The selection of a kind of business ownership is a decision that a person should make in consultation with an attorney and an accountant, and taking into considerations issues regarding tax liability, management continuity, transferability of ownership, interest, and formality of operations. So, choosing a form of ownership. There is no best form of ownership. The best form of ownership depend on the entrepreneurial situation. In which situation you are going to start your business. Evaluation of characteristics, weighting pros and cons. What are the pros and cons of every type of ownership? That will also decide choosing of ownership. Then deciding which form suits you as an owner. So, what factors should be considered while choosing a right form of ownership? Control of business, management ability, cost of formation, liability exposure, tax consideration. So, after this point, I will discuss all the forms of ownership, and then you will find the answer to this question that how this factor will affect in choosing the right form of ownership. So, first is sole proprietorship. What is sole proprietorship? A business owned and operated by one person. This is a business which is owned and operated by one person. The easiest and most popular type of business ownership. Approximately 76% of all businesses in the US are sole proprietorship. So, the most common and the simplest type of business ownership is sole proprietorship. In sole proprietorship, a single individual is engaged in a business activity without necessity of formal organization. So, a sole proprietorship is not considered to be an entity separate from the owner, may not be owned by more than one person, and provide no protection against the liability to the owner. Then next is the partnership. What is partnership? A type of business ownership in which two or more people share the assets and liabilities. There are types of partnership: general partnership, limited partnership, joint venture, strategic alliance. So, here we will discuss the general partnership, a partnership in which all partners have unlimited personal liability and take full responsibility for the management of the business. So, in general partnership, it is created when two or more person associate to carry on the business for profit. A partnership generally operate in accordance with the partnership agreement, but there is no requirement that the agreement should be in writing, and no state filing requirement. Partnership are usually terminable at will or at the death of any of the partner, and partnership interest cannot be sold or transferred without the consent of other partners. So, partnership are considered in most states to be entities separate from the partners, so that partnership can own property and sue and be sued in its own name. However, a partnership provides no liability protection to its owner. In fact, each partner is jointly and severally liable for all the debts of the partnership. So, remaining point we will see later on. Next is the corporations. What is corporation? A business which is chartered by a state and legally operates apart from its owner. So, formation of a corporation requires filing document with the state government. A corporation is a legal person separate from its owner, with the characteristics of limited liability, centralization of management, perpetual duration, and ease of transferability of ownership interest. The person who manages the business and affair of the corporation are called directors. So, businesses with a legal status can be as small as one person or multinational. Some owned by individual, families, small groups. Ownership often broken into small units called shares, which are sold through a stock exchange. Those who buy the shares which are exchanged in a stock exchange are called shareholders. Since there are many owners, a board of directors runs corporation. Shareholders have limited liability, not responsible for debts, and shareholder get the profit as a dividends. So, what are the types of corporation? C corporation, the most common type of corporation. It protects the entrepreneurs from being personally sued for the action and debt of the corporation. So, C corporation means closed corporation. A C corporation or just a regular corporation, it can also be called as regular corporation, is its own entity kept separate from its owner. This means that they offer the most protection in terms of personal liability. Corporations have an advantage when it comes to funding, that is stock. So, a stock is a partial share in a company. So, when the people buy stock, they are essentially buying ownership and decision making responsibilities. However, starting a corporation costs more than any other business structure. Not only are they legally required to keep more records and release more reports, but they also pay income tax. In some cases, there is even a double taxation. Once on profit and another on the dividend distributed to shareholder. So, next is S corporation, means subchapter. A corporation that is taxed like a sole proprietorship or partnership, with each shareholders paying tax on the amount of their proportionate shares. An S corporation is a type of corporation which is meant to avoid the double taxation that hits normal C corporation. In C corporation, we are paying the tax on a dividend also and on the profit also, but in S corporation it is free from double taxation. To become an S corporation and avoid that taxation, you file a special election. Once the business is officially an S corporation, it is no longer taxed on profit. Instead, all profit and losses are passed on to the stockholder. But becoming an S corporation isn't possible for everyone. If you have more than 100 stockholders and any stakeholder that aren't the citizen of United States. Then comes the non-profit corporation, legal entities that make money for reason other than owner's profit. For example, churches, charity, education, foundation, trade association. This non-profit corporation runs not for profit, but they are running for to do the social work. Then comes the limited liability company, a new type of business ownership that provide limited liability and tax advantage. For example, law firm, medical firm. So, limited liability company is created by filing a document with the state. The limited liability company is not a partnership or a corporation, but rather a distinct type of entity that has the power of both the corporation and the partnership. So, it has the power of both the corporation and the partnership. The ownership of a limited liability company are called member. So, owners are called the member. A member can be an individual, partners, corporation, trust, and any other legal or commercial entity. So, generally the liability of the member is limited to their investment, and they can enjoy the pass-through tax treatment afforded to partners in the partnership. So, there are some special form of business or ownership also: S corporation, limited liability corporation, not for profit corporation. So, we have discussed all these points. So, here we can see S corporation as corporation which has limited liability plus partnership. It has both the features of corporation and partnership. Corporation that is tagged as through it were a partnership. So, once again we will see what is S corporation. No, in S corporation there is not more than 100 stockholders should be there. There can be no non-resident alliance stockholder. All stockholder must agree to the decision to form S corporation, as I have already told this points. Then in limited liability, a form of business ownership that combines the benefit of corporation and a partnership while avoiding some of the restrictions and disadvantages of those forms of ownership. So, in limited liability, the liability of the owner are limited. That combines the benefit. It has combined the benefit of corporation and partnership while avoiding some of the restriction and disadvantages of both this firm. And in non-for-profit corporation, a corporation organized to provide a social, educational, religious or other service rather than to earn a profit. So we have discussed all this point. Then comes the additional form of business ownership. Here is the some three more forms of business ownership, and first is cooperative, then joint stock, then syndicate. So what is cooperative? Business owned by worker and those who use it, run by board of directors. Each members only gets one vote. Profit share based on use. So what is cooperative? It is a form of private ownership which contain features of large partnership as well as some feature of a corporation. So it contains the feature of partnership also and corporation. The main aim of cooperative is to eliminate profit and provide goods or services to the member of the cooperative at cost. So member may pay fees or buy shares of the cooperative, and profit are periodically distributed to among them. Since each members are only one vote, this avoids the concentration of control in a few hands. So in cooperative there are shareholders, a board of directors, and the elected officers similar to the corporation. Then comes the joint venture. Joint venture is an agreement between two or more groups to form a business entity in order to achieve a specific goal or to operate for specific period of time. So joint stock companies. Agreement between two or more groups. It is basically an agreement between two or more groups to form a business entity in order to achieve a specific goal. When to achieve a specific goals, it is formed between two or more groups, then it is called a joint venture. Joint venture is an association of individual and group of peoples to achieve the goal. Now the next point is syndicate. A syndicate is a temporary association of individual or firm organized to perform a specific task that require a large amount of capital. Syndicates are used most commonly to underwrite large insurance policies, loans, and investment. So this form of ownership emerges when there is a need for large capital. Syndicate is a temporary association. It is formed to achieve a specific target and to acquire a large amount of capital. Firm organized to perform a specific task. As it is said here, it is formed to get a specific goal, attain a specific goal that require a large amount of capital. Syndicates are used most commonly to underwrite large insurance policies. So it is used to get the insurance policy or to get loans or to invest or for the investment. So there are some other forms of business which we are not going to discuss this in a detail, but we can see that in a short: buy an existing business, enter a family business, and own a franchisee's business. Buy an existing business means which business which your family is running or any other entrepreneurs are running, and you can go and buy that business. That is also from that also you get the ownership. Enter a family business which is running from egos, you can take that business also. And franchisee. What is franchisee? Franchise, a legal agreement that gives an individual the right to market a company product or service in particular area. So by buying a franchisee, you get the ownership and you get the legal right to sell the company product in a particular area. Franchisee, a person who purchases a franchisee agreement is called franchisee. Franchisor, who is franchisor? A person or company who sell a franchisee. Initial franchisee fee, what is the fee? The fee the franchise owner pay in return for the right to run the business. The fee which we are paying to get the franchisees. So a franchisor license the right to the business to the franchisee for a fee. Franchisee run business according to the agreement. It should be run according to the agreement. Franchisee also pay monthly fee, has to purchase product through the franchisor, sometimes gets trained by the franchisor, has to maintain uniform quality, etc. Example, Tim Horton, McDonald's, Meats, Boston Pizza, UPS. There are so many franchises company which we see around us, everywhere it is running. So that's all for today. This is all about the forms of ownership. Thank you and goodbye.